One more. Hell yeah, good job, man.
Welcome back everyone to the David Root Racing channel here at Stafford Speedway. It is the day after our third racing event last night, Friday night, here at the Speedway. And I always talk about how we use our Speedway, our track, for different style events and how sometimes you have to do quick turnarounds. And that is what we have to do today. It's Saturday morning and we have to turn the whole facility around because tomorrow is the Broke East meet, which is a car meet for all car enthusiasts, and it's the entire property. So we have to get all the garbage picked up, all the bags swapped out, clean off the track, set up some parking lanes out in the parking area. There's a lot of work to do to turn the facility around to make it usable for this car meet. So that is what today's project is. But first, we have to get out on track to clean off the racing surface. So we'll go ahead and do that because they use the whole track for a VIP car show. So we don't want all the rubber and any debris getting into these people's tires. So we'll make sure the track is all clean before we get to that. I don't even have a way to put it into words. We finally did it with the new car in the third race in the new car. We ended up in victory lane last night. I'm not taking too much video during race nights anymore, just because I want to focus on the car to get better. But we finally did it, and we ended up winning by 2 seconds. It was a close run there in the beginning of the race, but man, the car was really, really good. We made some adjustments during the week to the car. I'll go over that later in the video when we sit down up in the shop, but I am so pumped to finally get back to victory lane, guys. It's been 22 months since the last time I won. 22, that's 2 years almost. Crazy. Before we get into the entire race day and some in-car video, let's go ahead and get this racing surface cleaned off. Let's take this tow truck, see how it goes. Pick up some tires. Using the tow truck today just because it's quieter. Grinding some gears. The push truck I usually use, the exhaust kind of fell off of it, so it's a little obnoxiously loud. How those do. We shouldn't have to go too crazy with dragging these tires because it was just less than 12 hours ago that all this rubber got put down onto the racing surface. So you could see it's not as much, still quite a bit of rubber buildup. Finished dragging tires, so now it's time to blow off the wall. Let me go ahead and get the blower ready. The grass is looking good. I don't know if it's because the rain finally got down to the roots, but not looking too shabby for what we got going for us. I'm gonna try to put some lime down next week to try to get more, what's it, nitrogen? I want this grass to be a darker green. But yeah, it's looking pretty good this morning. I'm happy with it. Probably have to cut it twice again this week because it's growing so fast. But enough of that. We gotta go ahead and blow off the wall, keep cleaning up the racing surface, and getting this place ready for Broke East meet. Just like that, we finished cleaning off the racetrack. I still have to do the access roads, but the overall racing surface is cleaned off. When I started with backpacking the wall, I thought we were in good shape with not finding many parts, but in the end, guys, I picked up quite a bit of parts. Before I show you what we picked up, we'll head back down to the garage, get our tray of parts we found from last week and add them to it. We'll go over what we found. I'm gonna do a giveaway at the end of the 2026 season. If you can guess the overall weight of how much parts I find on track after a racing event, the winner who's closest to the total weight will get a t-shirt and a hat. So before you comment your guesses, I'll give you a scale weight of what I currently have, and you guys can do a guess based off that. So let's head back to the garage, see what we picked up on track. Brought my tray of treasures up to the race shop because we need to go inside and scale this, and I don't have a scale down in the pit garage. There it is, the winning race car. All right, let me show you guys what I found out on track. Check it out, we finally got the first win trophy here in the race shop. Pumped about that. Okay, so here are last week's finds. Now this week, I mean, somehow it's worse. That's just one pocket. I don't even know what this is. We got some hood pins, washers, Zeus buttons, some spacers. This is when things get interesting. A massive piece of a brake rotor. This is not the one I was finding last week. So someone else had brake rotor problems again. That's a brake pad. That might be from last week. Some random nut, a lower spacer, another bolt and nut, lock washer. I just dropped something on it. The back side of a rivet. Also the rivet nail itself. So with this one, okay, you guys, I know we do everything as racers to make sure the rivet nails aren't still in the race car. Just double check to make sure like they're not in the back bumpers or even underneath your seat, because when these pop out, this is asking for a flat tire. And I know no one does that purposely. It's just one of those things where you gotta double check to make sure those aren't left anywhere on your car, because that will cause a flat tire. Another piece of a rotor. Then here is the heaviest part. This is a lower bolt. And look at that thing, it is just sheared right off. Remember that spacer I was talking about? So in a modified, the lower bolt goes like this, a spacer's there, and there's a heim that sits in between. Well, clearly the bolt broke. And this is where it gets interesting. This clip goes to a drive shaft yoke. And I also found the cup, or the retainer I think it's called. No needles, so all the needles are somewhere out on track. And where's the yoke? I'm not sure. So this over here is this week's treasures. This is last week's. Let's go ahead, get a scale, and see how much this weighs. So everything's zeroed. Let's go ahead and put this container on. Okay, so far we're up to 3 pounds. I mean, it's not a lot of weight, but that's quite a bit for only 2 races. So now with this information, you guys could comment down below what your guess is on how much at the end of the year this tray will weigh with all the parts I find on track. This will only be the parts I find when I am cleaning off the racing surface. Throughout the night, the track crew does pick up some parts, but this is what's left out on track that I find the next week or next day. So comment down below what you think the total weight will be. Person closest to the weight at the end of the year will win a David Root shirt, hat, t-shirt combo. We'll come up with something, but the winner will receive David Root merch. We'll put this aside. I should label it so no one throws this out. Okay, we'll go ahead. I'll just put it like right there. Bang. That way, no one throws out my container. We'll keep adding to this throughout the year. It might not be in every video you guys see this. It might be a couple. I'll take video of me adding the weight to the container, but I'm not gonna show you guys every time I clean the racing surface just because that's gonna get boring after a while. While I was cleaning off the racetrack, my brother Paul was cleaning the pit area and Matt was cleaning off the grandstands. A divide and conquer cleanup today. This old girl. We got the Pabst in the back. Hey! Let's go. Can't believe we won. That's so sick. Okay, we got a lot more work to do. We have to set up some parking, reorganize all of the gates down in the tech area to accommodate this event. Well, a lot of work has been done in the past couple hours to get the entire property flipped around for the Broke East meet tomorrow, Sunday. We got the entire pit area cleaned up. Right where I'm at right now is what we usually use for our tech area and our new tech building, and we're finally got it set up as a picnic area for people to get out of the sun during the swap meet. So now you guys can see the multi-use out of this facility, out of this new building, this structure. We have picnic tables underneath here to get to the shade, fenced off the scale area, have our tools over there. We got some food trailers set up, ready to go. We're expecting a really good turnout for this event. It is the best weather that they had scheduled for this event. Usually there's a chance of rain or torrential downpours today, and Sunday's okay, but this is gonna be a 80-degree day, perfect weather. We got a couple more food trailers here to the side. We just have all these food trailers set up so there's no lines for when all these people are here. And out on track, you can see we also put up a ton of trash cans out here, all on the apron of the track, because the entire racing surface is used for a car show. These are the VIP car shows. I don't know, like fancy cars, I guess. I'm not 100% sure. It's all different types of cars. It is the Broke East meet, brokeallday.com. They have a little merchandise area. In our pit area that we see on Friday nights will be vendors, all different like wheel suppliers, suspension, more merchandise, exhaust kits. There will be a lot of different vendors in the pit area. Car show on track, also a car show in the pit area. Then the entire parking lot we also set up. Let's head out to the front parking lot and show the last major difference for a event like this compared to our Friday night race last night. The last major difference from our Friday night racing that we have for these Broke East meet or car show events is our parking. So we set up all of these lanes to help get people into our parking lot in like an ordinary fashion. because these events, they charge at the parking gate. We used to do this at the very back of the parking lot and use the exit that you see on Friday nights as the entrance. We're trying it through the front entrance. We think we got plenty of space and plenty of people to make this work. This is a little something different you don't see on Friday nights. If you come to the Tour of Destruction, to the Cletus events, or any of the monster truck events over the years, you've seen this style parking as well. That's just one more thing to set up for this event. And that is really it. That is the last major piece of the puzzle to flip the property around for a car show event. So we're excited to get to that. Tomorrow's looking like it's gonna be a great day. But before we get to tomorrow, let's head over to the race shop. Before we close out this video, I told you guys I was going to do one more race recap. Because remember, we got our first win of 2026 in the brand new Troyer SK. The car we spent all winter long building. In the third race, we finally got a W. This was an epic night, guys. There was so much drama, I guess you could call it. So let's go over the race night. So during the week, we made a couple big changes to the setup, something that we felt was gonna improve the car. And right off the bat, it helped tremendously. Practice went really well. I was really happy with the car. We showed good speed on old tires. Really happy with the changes we made here in the shop. When we came in from that round of practice, I realized that my throttle pedal was hitting the firewall that was on an angle, not letting me get 100% throttle. I think it was really close to full throttle, but not 100%. So we actually had to cut the pedal. I don't know if you guys could see it, but do you see that angle? When I went full throttle, it was hitting the firewall. So Alex and Mike actually had to cut the throttle pedal so I could get full throttle, and also so there was clearance to the firewall. When I was out on track, I could feel this weird, when I get to full throttle, it would like click. And it was one of those uncomfortable feelings. It's like, what is clicking in my throttle? Is it potentially gonna get hung up where now when I get my foot off the pedal, it's not coming back? And eventually that would have happened. If I kept the pedal how it was and it kept dragging that firewall, it would eventually just dig in and stick. Luckily, we noticed it, we got it fixed, went back out for the next round of practice, and it was much better. It didn't hit anymore. Started second in the heat. That's on the outside. Not the preferred spot to be on a restart. On the initial start, the inside car got a little tight, understandable when we're on sticker tires. So he got tight, I also was tight, and kind of pushed me way up the track, which is fine, we're racing. Got down in third and was comfortable riding there. Thought we had a really good car to run down the guys back in front of us to possibly pass them. But then a caution came out to stack the field back up. Restarting third, inside lane, finally, right? We're gonna have a good start. And then just pure mayhem happened. We were involved in a heat race wreck that damaged quite a few cars. Not only was our car hit pretty bad, luckily it was mostly just body damage and then a wheel damage, but there were a couple others that had major damage. It smashed the entire back part of this car in. I don't know if you guys could see this. I'm not proud of how it's not a perfect panel, but my crew and everyone around me in the pit area helped me get this car back to 100%. They helped straighten out the body, straighten out the Nerf bars, change the wheels out so we could get ready for the feature. So this whole corner was smashed in The bumper was hit real hard. You could really see it's dented right there. This one also got hit pretty hard. But the brunt of the damage was this wheel. Look at this thing. This was our heat race wheel. Okay? We ran the rest of the heat race on this. Thought I had more major damage, but all it was that body and this wheel. Restarted 6th. And I was so mad. I was so upset. I was shaking in the car. I was so upset because I knew we had a really good car and there was a potential that I just threw it away. Even after that wreck and with that bent wheel, I rolled the top, got by 3 guys and ended up finishing 3rd in the heat, I believe it was. The car was so fast. It was really good. After the heat came in, my crew fixed up the car. The phones, the O'Sullivans all next to us helped as well. Got the car straightened up, had to fix the toe that was knocked around. Then it came time to the feature. We ended up starting 4th. Not a bad spot to start because we were further up front, and I said in my previous video I need to have a better starting position. 4th was a really good starting position. I knew this was my chance. If we had a really good car, which I knew we did, this was my chance to get a win. But starting 4th is really difficult because you know what's going to happen in turn 1. The outside is not the dominant line. You're gonna get washed up and eventually falling back unless you get a really good run. The first initial start got called back. We ended up having a second restart. Got going fine, but then the leader, I think, spun his tires or someone got in the back of him. And luckily we were able to get down and we were in second by the first corner. And then it was 2 laps later, I was behind the 23. He was leading early. Got by him and it was smooth sailing from there. I mean, there was challenges from the 41 car early, but that was really it, guys. This car was the best it's ever been. I've never driven a car this stable.
Top's rolling. You're clear, 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 clear. After the 41. Right with you. One. 1.5, he rolls right to you. Still out there? Still there. 41's looking inside. You're clear up. You're clear. Half. 1.
We had such a great opportunity in this race and we took advantage of that. I may have stunk up the show. At one point, I think someone said I was about 2 seconds ahead, but after not winning for 22 months, that's like almost 2 years, guys. You start to question what you're doing, right? Like, look at this. Look how many cars I have. Look at all this equipment we got in here and all my crew and all the time they put in. And we couldn't even sniff a top 5 last year. To get a win, like, this was amazing. The car was good the entire race. It never fell off. I built a 10 car lead early. Then it got to 2 seconds. Then the guys in second and third kind of got together and it ended up being a straightaway lead. That was the best feeling, guys. Crossing that finish line and getting a win.
One more. Clear. Hell yeah, good job, man. Makes it all worth it right there, nice job.
Good job, buddy, nice job.
Holy crap, guys.
That thing looked like it had killer drive. Good job, boys. Way to go.
Thanks, Paul.
It was like this big sigh of relief that, man, we still got it. We're back. This car's fast. And there's a lot more potential with this. I think the car was really good last night, yes, but there were parts where it could be better that we need to improve on. And once we get that, we're gonna be really good. So super pumped about getting the win. I didn't record anything on Friday night because I really wanted to focus on getting the car better. I needed to focus on being better on race nights, and I didn't want to take away from that by trying to record. So that's why you haven't seen a lot of race day videos, more of the race day review style videos. But look, we got it here in the shop. This is what we're working for. Everyone's working for. The first trophy here in the race shop, 2026 feature winner. These people have stood behind me over these past couple of years, even running just mid-pack, trying to survive, trying to break through on a win. They've been behind me. Monaco Ford, Detachment 40, Pabst Blue Ribbon, Carson Company, the Drive Shaft Shop, FK Rollins, Fragola Performance Fittings. All these people have been supporting me even during the tough times. But now we're finally back in victory lane, finally got a winning car again. So awesome to do it right out of our own shop. Right here at the Speedway, Casagrande Builders. Guys, I'm speechless. Like in the race, in the victory lane interview, I honestly couldn't even think about what to say. I was so lost. I was so excited to finally get back to victory lane. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't even know how to give an interview after the race. I forgot a lot of people. There are tons of people that have been supporting me over these past couple of years, even these past couple months since I've been building this car. Stosh Patova, Pettit Engines, all the contingency sponsors here at the Speedway. There's a list of them. I could list them off. I'm gonna go put them in the description. There's a lot of them. Thank you to all of you, all the viewers, all the subscribers for standing behind me. Heard a lot of cheers last night, and that was great. Got a lot of messages after the race congratulating me on the win. It is awesome to be back in victory lane. I don't think this will be the last time you see us there. We are back. The 75 is back up front, and I'm excited to have a fast race car again. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Throttle down and see you guys at the races.